Hello, fellow professional. Thank you for deciding to spend your time with me today. I appreciate you. Today, I'm going to show you a very easy 4-step process on how to move your WordPress website from one domain name to another without losing SEO. This method is going to take maximum 10 minutes. So if you're still there listening to me, then let's get started. Okay, just so we are clear, I'm going to be moving this website, tamebectechacademy.com, to this one, chomnokuconsulting.com, and then I'll redirect this one so that when somebody clicks on this one, the person will be able to visit this one instead. So in this example, I'm going to assume that you already have a hosting account and I'll be using Namecheap. But if you're not hosted with Namecheap, then if you have Cpanel, then you're good to go. So let's get started. Okay, so step number 1 is to buy your domain. If you don't have a domain name, then where are you going to transfer your website to, right? So if you need a domain, click on the first link in the description below, or go to your browser and type blogtoolscorner.com/recommend/domain and click enter. Now once the page opens, enter the domain that you want to buy in the search box and click on search. Now a domain usually costs about $8.88, and we have already bought this domain, so it shows taken. But in your case, there'll be like add to cart right here. Click on it. So let's just assume that we want to buy chomnokuconsulting.net. So you click add to cart, then view item, checkout, confirm order. So this is going to take you to a page where you'll be prompted to either log in if you already have an account, or create an account if you don't. So you want to fill out your details real quick and click on create account and continue. The rest of the process is very easy. You just need to enter your credit card information and you come and join me so that we continue. So step number 2 is to add the domain that you just bought as an add-on domain in your Cpanel. So now I'm logged into my Namecheap account, and if you continue the process and bought your domain, you'll be led into your Namecheap account. Now what you need to do is just click on hosting list and then click on Cpanel to go to your Cpanel, or you can check the email that you have or your hosting details that they email to you to be able to access your Cpanel. So what we're going to do is to check add-on domains right here. Now what you want to do is to add your domain as an add-on domain. So you just, in our case, we're going to add chomnokuconsulting.com. The other subdomain and document root domain will just autofill. But since I've already created an add-on domain, you see it right here. So let's move to the next step. So once you have filled out these details, just click on add domain. So step number 3 is the fun part. What you're just going to do is to go to softaculalus apps installer and clone your website. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go back to Cpanel and then click on softaculalus apps installer. Once you're there, click on this icon to access all your installations. Now this is where the fun happens. So Tamebectech Academy is the old domain and we're trying to transfer this website to the new domain. So what you have to do is just come right here and click on clone. Interesting, isn't it? Now you want to select HTTPS and make sure you select the domain chomnokuconsulting.com. Hang on, let's look for the domain. There's a lot of domains in here. This is the domain right here. You just have to scroll right down and click on clone installation. Now this is going to take a few minutes, about 3 to 4 minutes, and once the installation is done, everything is going to transfer to the new website, even the login information. So congratulations, the installation was cloned successfully. Now if you click on chopknokuconsulting.com, you realize that it looks exactly like this one, tamebektechacademy.com. So let's move to step number 4. So step number 4 really is to redirect this tamebektechacademy.com to chopknokuconsulting.com. The reason why you want to do that is so that if somebody clicks on this link, the person will come to this Chopknoku Consulting link. Now here's a practical example. Imagine that you have a store and you have just moved your store to a new location, and now for your old visitors, you know, if they don't know the location to the new store, it's going to be difficult for them to come to the new store. So what 301 redirect does is that it automatically sends your old website visitors and search engines from your old website to your new website. What this is going to help you do is you're not going to lose Google rankings or SEO. You get the picture? So let me show you how to create a 301 permanent redirect. To create a 301 permanent redirect, first of all, log into your Cpanel and then try to locate File Manager. Click on the File Manager and then go to the domain that you're trying to redirect. In our case, we're trying to redirect tamebektechacademy.com. So give me a couple of seconds to look for the domain. Okay, so here it is. So click on it and then try to locate the .htaccess file. So what we are going to do is to rename this .htaccess file, then we create a new file and then we add this code to it. Don't worry, I will put this code down in the description so that you can just copy it and paste. So hang on, let me rename the file to htaccess1. So rename, right, and then you create a new file and call it .htaccess. So create new file. Now we have the .htaccess file. So what you're going to do is to copy this code, right, and where there's this HTTPS, replace this domain with your domain. So I'll just replace this with a new domain. So you have here chopknokuconsulting.com, and then I'll copy this code and then go back to the Cpanel, the file that we created, click on edit, and then paste the code here and then save changes. So what is going to happen is that this domain Tamebek Academy, when somebody comes here and enters this domain, for example, the person is going to be redirected to Chopknoku Consulting. Have you seen how it works? Okay, so to make sure that you understand what I was talking about and where you have to place the code, make sure that this domain that is here should be your new domain. The domain name that you're trying to transfer your website to, that should be the domain that should be here, not the old one. And now, where do you place this code? You copy the code after you have replaced this domain with your old domain and place it on the new .htaccess file that we just created on the old domain. All right, that way when somebody accesses the old domain, the person will be able to move to your new domain automatically. And this is not only about people, even search engines will know that your website has moved permanently, and they will now send your they will now credit your website and know that, okay, you know, it's the same person who owns this website that has moved. So they will not penalize you, your SEO, you will not lose your SEO rankings, everything is going to be intact. So let me know if you found this video helpful. Leave a comment below if you found it helpful, and if you had any challenge, also let me know in the comments and I'll be right there. Or you can send me a personal email at tiny@blogtoolscorner.com and I'll be willing to help you. Now, in the meantime, I wrote a book, and if you're struggling to understand SEO, then go to the website SEOforabsolutebeginners.com and download the first chapters of the book, SEO for Absolute Beginners. Many people who have already read this book have given me great reviews that it is very friendly for the beginner, and I think you will enjoy it. Alright, so before you spend your money and buy any copy, I think that you should download the free copy and read. Alright, okay, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching.